that being directed at us?
It could be.
Vorb or Exile. Okay, no, never mind.
Okay.
But yeah,
So,
once again, it is
40
kind
frag
of fair.
difference.
Oh yeah.
Just thought I would call that out.
Yeah. Well, definitely. Yeah,
It's
Rafa's
40 frags of fun.
Rafa's having fun here, but I do want to give a shout out to Jalone because it's been used as kind of a third-party bracket system, and I've always been kind of about third-party bracket systems, but it's actually had enough features and enough functionality that it actually looks good enough to use, and you can actually just embed PNG into any web page, and it'll auto-update as the PNG is refreshed. So kudos, and definitely a big plus for anybody who wants to organize any kind of esports tournament.
Yeah. Now we're getting word that the stream is down again. That doesn't make any sense. So does this happen to you? Because it doesn't happen to us. Quick,
I've had problems with own.tv a few times. Last weekend, I actually had to switch over to Ustream because I completely lost connection to the CDN, and I had to, you know, switch on over.
All right. Well, we're gonna just restart that again, guys.
Okay.
It's not anything on our end, but I'll actually wait. It's just 30 seconds. Who cares? I'll restart it as soon as I have it.
Yeah.
So we'll cast for the VOD. How about that?
Absolutely.
Rafa's solidly coming out with a 51-5 win. Of course, he's probably looking to take this thing.
A very nice play there from Challenge there at the last moment. I mean, he actually got Rafa looking in the wrong direction.
Distraught?
Distraught. Oh, I'm sorry. Again.
It's all good. That'll do it, guys.
Bro. All right. 52-6.
52-6. Let me go get the stream restarted. Don't know what that's about. Because it's definitely still streaming on my end.
Yeah. We're moving over to ZTN. Distraught is not even wanting to warm up. He's just hitting that F3, and I know what that F3 means. That means do it. Just do it.
Just do it to it. All right.
But you know,
I'm ready.
How many players have had the opportunity to play Rafa in Quake 3 in the past few years?
Prepare to fight.
2 so far. I mean, really, this is where it comes down to. It's going to be Rafa on the start here, grabbing red armor very quickly and moving back on over to Plasma Yellow. So he's well set up on a stack. Weapons are going to be the next priority for him, but we should be seeing Distraught actually with the first rocket launcher. The question is he going to be able to put himself in a position where he's really able to take advantage of that and be able to control that? And so far, he's taken a lot of damage from Rafa's plasma. Very nice LG as Rafa bursts himself out of the teleporter, but Rafa's got more stack, and he's able to take that away.
And very solid LG aim there. Nice start for Rafa. Whoops, there we go. Oh, all right, he forgot how to plasma climb on Quake 3. It's that physics movement. It's just a little bit different.
Just a hair.
Now, yeah, so yeah, he does pick up Mega. Of course, Red did go to his opponent. What I'm expecting to see, though, is within the next 2 or 3 minutes, Rafa will start locking down items. And it'll just become a nice, complete, you know, little package with a bow on it for Rafa.
Oh, nice. But Distraught's actually got Rafa in a corner, but Rafa rushing out there. Very nice little micro movement there by him to take away the advantage of Distraught's rockets in that situation. Distraught's going to be taken down once again, and we're only 1 minute 20 seconds in, and Rafa's up 4-0.
Yeah, and like I said, I just expect that to keep expanding.
Distraught was trying to put something together there with Plasma, not quite getting the hits though. Rafa's LG is going to be tearing him apart fairly quickly, so we didn't really get anything out of that. I wonder what he could have gotten out of it had he, you know, ducked back on over to the 50 health and just stayed alive a little bit longer. Rafa might have been able to take him on the exit from red armor, but, well, that's all hearsay now.
Look at this. This is it right here. Rafa has until 2:01 to get back to Mega, and after that, he has locked down. There it is. So that's literally everything on the map. That's what I was expecting. That's what I was hoping to see. And I guess bait of the red armor. Perfect work by Rafa. And
that looks so much cooler than Sparks.
Yeah, and he also has the the yellow armors to work with, and his opponent does not.
But Rafa's given him a little bit of time here, but that means that next play will be at Rocket Launcher. Rocket Launcher sands the yellow armor, actually, but there's a grenade flying out of Rafa already. Distraught backing out of here. He's not going to find an exit other than at the end of Rafa's railgun. Distraught pulling out the gauntlet already. But hey, you know, not a bad play. He was able to pull one together before.
Well, and here we're seeing Rafa just continue to control. He's going to go for the other yellow, fire off a shot, expecting his opponent to enter the room. And there it is. And he even got the kill before red armor. Oh, there it is. Distraught, fresh spawn to go straight back for it, and is able to collect. Rafa, that pissed Rafa off right there. He's like, look, I'm trying to lock down the entire map, you asshole. Stop spawning and taking my items before I kill you.
There was a bit of QQ about who Rafa is going to be going up against. Actually, we've got 0-4 will be playing up against CZM in the third round.
Yeah, that actually really bothers me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad that it's double limb, but I wish that, you know, I wish that hadn't necessarily happened. I guess it has to eventually, right?
Right. I mean, where else was it going to happen other than the third round? I mean, that only leaves 4 players up on the top bracket.
Oh, yeah. How many rounds is this thing?
Well, third round will be right before the semifinals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's okay since it's double limb.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out how else it could have gone, and it doesn't look like there were too many other advantageous setups for that.
Now it looks like after... Wow, this is still a first round match, even though we've seen most of the second round already played. That
I don't
CZM material game was second round.
Right.
So that's interesting. I wonder why there was that delay.
Not sure, actually. There's
Well, it
plenty
may
of
have been
servers available.
You know, it strikes me as the kind of thing that Rafa would be like, I'll just wait till my opponent gets here. Whatever.
Yeah.
Although, didn't Rafa have a... I thought he had a buy at the start.
No, actually, Distraught finally came up and found Isaac, so maybe Distraught was that buy, but he finally showed up.
Okay, that's right. Rafa did... Yeah, so maybe that's how it happened. Either way... I mean, 14-0, Rafa, I don't think he's going to show any signs of weakness here. He's enjoying putting his opponent into a corner.
But overall, the way, I mean, Rafa's been playing, he's going to be potentially finding Walter in the third round. And from the, well, we haven't seen a great stress test for Walter so far today. Rafa's going to be definitely a hardy opponent for him. But assuming that Rafa takes that, then we've got either 0-4 or CZM. Now, we haven't seen much of 0-4 so far today. In fact, I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, he's played that one match, but that was against the other Zero.
Yeah, Zeroless.
Zeroless, yeah. But looking at the way we saw CZM playing, do you have any initial remarks about, you know, how Rafa's been going about this, how CZM's been going about this?
I think, I mean, we haven't really seen 0-4 play. We just know that he has played against the Zeroless guy. I think the 0-4 being a guy that wasn't unable to go to the Intel Extreme Masters American Championships.
That's right.
Probably really wants to win this.
Yeah.
Just because he qualified for the Intel Extreme Masters, but I guess due to real life issues and logistics was unable to travel to the event in New York. So I really feel like this is kind of his event to you know, come out and destroy faces.
Yeah.
I think the biggest face he's going to have to worry about is Rafa. So that's kind of what I'm hoping that we see. I think CZM, given what we've been able to see out of the American Championships and Intel Masters, is that he's just not quite in form. I mean, he's decent, but it's not like what we just saw out of Rafa there. I mean, that's beautiful. So.
Right, of course. I mean, Rafa is a very high standard to be comparing yourself against. And 0-4, again, I'd almost even kind of forgotten about that factor that he didn't make it to IEM due to, I think it was work called him in. To which I
Yeah.
would have had a few choice words against my boss, but I don't know what kind of job he has, so that might not have been doable. He could be, you know, a surgeon for all we know. But,
Right.
but yeah, he's definitely got a lot to bring to this, and I think he's going to have a lot of anticipation for what he can show off here. Maybe we'll see a little bit more of the I will win this in all caps.
So I'm trying to pay attention to some of the info here. As I understand it, CZM and Tyrael are waiting for this Texas server that we're currently on to become available in about 7 minutes. But I think there's some other discussion about another server, but I don't think that they're going to it. I think it's another pair of players going to the other Texas server. So.
Gotcha. But yeah, it means admins are still plugging away at this, making sure that matches are getting done. So this is actually going along quite swimmingly, especially for Rafa right now. I mean, not only is he looking to be in form, but he's looking to be very relaxed as well. I mean, the players haven't been giving him a lot to sweat about so far, but he's definitely looking like he's not too agitated in this tournament as of this point. We'll see how Walter fares. That'll be interesting, actually. Oh.
Yoink!
Oh, boy. That was awesome. Yeah. But, actually, I wouldn't mind seeing Rafa Walter. What do you think about that?
I wouldn't mind seeing that either.
Yeah.
But
How many maps do you think Walter's going to play in?
well, I guess kind of the good news is that while we're watching the CCM Tyrael game, Rafa will be playing Hour
Right.
on the first map. We won't miss anything there, and then we'll be able to watch. Of course, here's the problem: it'll be Walter and Rafa, and then 04 and CZM likely.
Oh, boy.
So I think CZM 04 is the better map.
I
better
have
match
to
watch.
agree. Yeah. Decisions. But we're almost to the final third of the lesson that Distraught is getting right now.
Yes.
The Rafa lesson, but he's actually putting together some decent stacking here. I mean, Rafa hasn't exactly been timing everything to a T, but Distraught's back up to about 100, 200. But Rafa's right at the exit for the teleporter. Distraught quite can't get in that rocket, leaving red armor up, but also very risky there. Rafa's back in the corner looking for the LG. Distraught trying to fend off with the rail, but nearly eating one himself. Rafa, not a lot of armor, but he's got plenty of mega on his own side.
Well, that would have been a very different story had Rafa hit all of his plasma at the exit of that teleporter for Distraught.
Right, yeah.
It was just all a little bit high and off, so I mean, that actually probably would have been a frag. So see, this is one thing is I do wish that CPM had the ability to see the chat for longer, like you can do in Quake Live.
For longer.
Whatever.
And actually, right now, I mean, Rafa, he's only got about a 37.5% accuracy with his railgun. 31 LG. Damage differences, I don't even want to go into that. But actually, Distraught's gotten away with 10 red armors. Rafa's only gotten 12 there, but he's gotten a hell of a lot more yellows as well.
Yeah. Don't play the sneaky game with Rafa.
No.
Don't do it. Just don't do it.
He hears everything. But yeah, again, Rafa being very unperturbed here by Distraught. Ours actually been a little bit more involved in Quake 3 a little bit more consistently than I would say even Rafa's been, unless he's been, you know, secretly playing Quake 3 at night. But even then, I think Rafa's looking very, very strong here.
Yeah. I mean, what we saw out of Hour versus CKZ, I don't think it's enough to take a match from Rafa.
Impressive.
Oh yeah, and there is no DM6.